Good afternoon. Here we go. Back to it. Feels like I've not been filming for ages. Thanks to a nasty little cold, I wasn't able to speak for several days. So that's why I've not had any videos up. Look. This is one of my favourite things. Brill at Halloween. It just reminds me of when I first played it as a kid. Look at that. Just magically floating there. Like, this zone during this time of the year is the most nostalgic thing in the whole of WoW for me. This character's not quite where we left him. I think the last one he was in Undercity, but as you can see, look from there, I hearthstoned him here just to save a bit of time. So we'll go over, kill those spiders. I doubt we'll be able to do that one, because we won't be able to kill Nissa because she's in that little cavern. That one again, I doubt it. So it might be either to Silverpine or just over to the Barrens. Or maybe not even the Barrens, maybe to there first. We'll see. Could even die before that's even an issue. I tried to film one yesterday. I went on the Retail Rogue, which is levelling through Wrath. I got about 3 minutes in, and I thought, I can't do this, I can barely speak. So I just cancelled it, but I seem alright at the moment. I didn't want to be constantly coughing. I need to get that sword skill up. I don't know why I've got a tap on the back. Get rid of that. The dopamine video that went out the other day is doing quite well. Well, quite well by this channel's standards. I think it's about 1.7 thousand views, which is pretty happy with that. Quite a lot of dislikes. Got a lot, obviously more likes than it got dislikes, but it's funny. I don't know why people would dislike it really. If I don't like something, I normally just turn it off. I don't think that's that bad. I'm going to dislike it. Right around here for the spiders. Everyone was a bit solemn at work this morning. We had a guy at work who a couple of months ago got told he only had a little bit left to live. He had hundreds of tumours on his brain and he died last night, so there was quite a lot of people at work. Sad, I suppose you could say. It's funny, I don't seem to get so sad when I hear of people dying, but I think that's because I think about death quite a lot. I often seem to contemplate it. I'm listening to, what's it called? I think it's by a guy called Bruce Grayson, an audiobook about near-death experiences at the moment. Because I listen to things like that, I almost feel like when it's on your mind a lot more, it's not as much of a shock when people die. Or crossover, whatever you want to call it. Depending on your views on these things. I always see it as, this is your vessel on this earth, and when you die you move on to the next vessel, or next chapter. Or at least that's what I want to believe. These near-death experiences do make you wonder. There was this one where a woman was in a coma, and she managed to be able to see what the doctor was doing in a different room when she awoke from the coma and was chatting to him again. She could explain the exact conversation he had with a different woman, not even in the same room that woman in the coma was in a different room, and knew about him having a spaghetti stain on his shirt. She knew loads of stuff which wasn't possible for her to know. quite like those ones. And then there was, is it Dr. Eben Alexander, who was a neuroscientist, who he was in a coma, and he experienced a lot of the things which he shouldn't have done, in terms of the parts of his brain which would have been possible for him to have these dreams or near-death experiences wasn't working, so it wasn't possible for him to come back from that and say the things that he did. If that makes sense, I didn't explain that too well. Google Dr. Eben Alexander. There's three I've been looking at. Bruce Grayson, Dr. Eben Alexander, and Dr. Moody. Not to be confused with Alistair Moody, the ex-Aura, or Professor of Defence Against the Dark Arts. And then last night, I was watching the first episode of Graham Hancock's Ancient Civilizations series. That's quite good. He likes his afterlife, not theories, but I suppose theories, yeah, could be the right word. I'm sure, did he have a near-death experience, or was it because of ayahuasca? I can't remember. I wouldn't mind trying that. That's the one drug I wouldn't mind doing, just to see what sort of spiritual experience I'd have doing it. I don't think I can, in the small town in England, I'll be able to find it anywhere, or I can go to actually do a would it be a shamanic ritual? I'm not sure. I think just doing that in my house wouldn't exactly lead to the right results. End up tripping and thinking Sylvanas is after me, or Arthas or something. I'm going to die, aren't I? I'm not going to be concentrating. I'm going to be chatting crap and get killed. If this character dies, I think it's just a case of create a character on classic era on a PvE realm. I fancy playing through the classic world again. I just don't know what iteration though. Yesterday when I was listening to that documentary to start with, I was made a character on Cataclysm. Just because I wanted the old world experience, but with a bit of a faster pace. Didn't do it for long. Then I just sat down there and stretched while I watched it on the actual telly. I don't know which version of the game I actually want to play. There's just different parts of all of it I like. Like, I like this version, maybe not even hardcore, but era. However, when I'm filming it, it's just a bit of a nuisance to travel. Let's say when we have to go across to there, a lot of that is just wasted time of the video of me walking. It's not all action. Guess that doesn't matter if I'm constantly talking, no, does it? I'll see. We'll maybe level this and use this as that era character, and if it dies then go again on normal realm. Will it be this zone again? I'm not sure. It is my favourite. Alright, have we got any other buffs? Bought a little portable camera the other day. It's like a camera / printer. Someone cheering. Rust Brews reached level 60. The thing is, it's quite good, this little camera, because I thought, I've started a diary and I was thinking what would be perfect for a diary would be if I have actual like little pictures to add into it, so it's like a photo album / diary, so it's like almost, the picture's almost a thumbnail for that day's entry. But the good thing about the camera is you don't actually have to use that camera. You can use your phone, hook that up to the camera printer thing, and then that can print something, pictures from your phone, which is ideal. So I'm not going to carry a big camera printer around with me all the time, whereas I will always have my phone on me. But I'm only going to take pictures of things that warrant it, or perhaps things that say I'm there all the time. So if it always comes up, so like yesterday I put a picture of what the gym looks like into the diary, just because I'm there nearly every day, so it's just a sort of a good recollection. Obviously that's not something where I'd need a picture of that all the time, whereas if I go to York for the day or Edinburgh or something like that, that obviously warrants a picture because it's different to the norm, and obviously there's a lot of things around there that are worthy of a picture. And it's partly to get me to do more stuff. So I think, I'll go out for the day if I can add another little entry to my diary. So I'll be more tempted now. Whereas normally my routine is pretty set in what I do, day in, day out. So I need to mix it up a bit, I think. The only thing is, last week, when I had the week off, I spent a fortune. I didn't even do that much. It's because I went out both Saturdays in a row, so I just spent loads. Just pretty much on drink, to be fair. It was the first time I drank in 100 days. Was it worth it? Probably not. The first night was pretty good. The second one, not so much. Started off good though, going bowling. I haven't done that for years. That was quite fun. What are they chatting about? Tell you what, we'll see how many people are online. I always like to... Oh, no point going in stealth, I've got poison on me. I always like to show people what's going on. Where is it? Where's the bit where I can type in... There we go. That was weird. 1 to 10, 50, 11 to 20, 50, 21 to 30, I reckon 40 odd, 50, 31 to 40, 50, bloody hell, 41 to 50, 30, I thought there should be less at the higher ones, 51 to 59, 20 and 60, what, 50, 41, it's not bad really, not bad. I don't even know if that's the one you meant to put it in, but that's where it's going. Yeah, it was sad, but a fair roll, lost it to a rogue and it was good fun. All 5 of us got into Discord and it felt like the old days. But then it would have been like Skype or Vent or whatever. I think he's on about an Alderman run, I think. I'm really paying attention to skill chat. What rings he on about? 12 agility. Yes, no, I got to ring that. We wouldn't mind that, would we? Don't think I'll be doing any dungeons on there. Putting our life in other people's hands. What's our leather working at? Whee! That's up now. Nice one. That was there last time. Pants. New belt. Yeah, buddy. What cloak? No. About 2 of those then. Hopefully that'll get skill up. Right, nice 134. 35 we got that. And then pants. Light Leather and coarse swords. That'll be our first green, I think, is it? Yeah. I got all those. Yeah. Kill a few of these on the way back just for the leather. I was looking through Steam the other day for another game I could play. It's weird how years ago you'd look at anything to give it a try. Whereas now I just look at things. I think either one, that doesn't interest me, or two, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to play it for about 10-15 minutes and then just get bored. And it's not worth it for half the prices of them. Brand new games cost like what, 50 quid. It'd have to be a game that's on sale. Let's try and get back. I haven't even touched their retail paladin. That's 2 days. I went on it Wednesday to get something from the Great Vault. I think I got like a 616 head. Apart from that, I've not done anything. It's weird that the pumpkins were out. I didn't think the Hallows End event started until later on. I don't know what goes on in Classic Era, I can't remember. Obviously in retail you get the Headless Horseman where you can just queue from Dungeon Finder, which is ideal. I've got that mount on in Kata, but I've not got it in retail. It's weird when you think the amount of hours I've smashed in retail and I've not got it. And yet I have in the Cataclysm version, because they made the drop rate easier in Wrath. Don't know why they did that. Just diminishes its worth. Reminds me of the stone form when it does that. We've got to finish work tomorrow. 5:30, Arsenal versus Bournemouth home. Should be alright. I'll finish work, get home, pre-workout, shower, get to the gym, and then I'll probably be back just in time for kick-off. And depending on how I feel, I might make another video to get back into the swing of things, of doing it nearly every day, or at least every other day. Depends how tired I am. Funny, at work today I heard people slacking off YouTubers. I was thinking, I know someone who's got a YouTube channel. This is one about people, I can't even remember what the topic was or why it even came up. It's one about like what young people want to be these days or something like that. And like, half of them just want to be influencers and YouTubers. I can sort of see why they're slagging it off, but what's wrong with wanting to do something where you make money in which you enjoy it? When I was younger, pretty much you just got told of jobs like copper, fireman, nurse, all jobs like that. You didn't really get told about all the jobs that were available. I think they need to put more emphasis on work experience in schools than what they currently have. so people can actually realise what certain jobs are like, that they might like when they're older, or to give people a kick up the arse and think, shit, I best actually start studying, otherwise I'm going to end up with a shit job. When I was in college, I got my letter signed straight away to do work experience. I wanted to do it at the school below that I used to go to. I wanted to go help out in the PE department. Got it, down to that school, got it signed, went to college, handed it in first day, and then what happened? I didn't find out until just before it was all done and dusted that my form tutor lost it. So then I couldn't go to that school because other people got it instead, because they got their forms in. So I had to go to a garden centre and work in a cafe. Awful it was. Absolutely dreadful. To work in a kitchen making salads and daft stuff like that. I hated it. Thing is, that was too close to when GCSEs were completed. So I didn't have time to get a kick up the arse to then work harder. Hence why being a postman. Not that I hate that job. Just get up and do it. Look at these decorations. Wonder what people think is the best town during Halloween. A hat. Not meant to be a hat. It's a bit weird, that, isn't it? Surprised they don't remove stuff like that nowadays. Like hanging. Ooh, we can click on these. Give us a buff. So that's a... Restores 2% of your health for valid armor seated. Heal again. Again, stamina for 15 minutes. It's not exactly that long, is it? Better than nothing, I suppose. Right, now where to? Where do we go? Where do we go? Do we go there or? Right, there's what? 2 10 quests. That might get us to 12. Or do we go across to here and then go down there? I'm just gonna go Silver Pine, it's closer. Can't be bothered going there. I like this area as well. Maybe do the low level ones here and then go across to that on the next one. As long as we don't die, of course. At least I can get my thumbnail next to a big pumpkin and make it Halloweeny. Looking for more to wearing cameras need TPS, we prefer rogue. Wearing cameras is an absolute nightmare of a dungeon. It goes on forever. Some good gear in it though. Is that those leggings are class? Where are they? Is it off Lord Combrain or something? Those 5 strength, 9 agility, 4 stamina. It'd last me for ages. What else we got? Scum, that's nice. There's only a couple of items really. Not worth the risk though. Then again, as long as you have a good enough group, there's no reason why you should die. It's not like you're going to get one shot. You should be able to escape. Especially if I get to level 22, I can just vanish. It's 22, I get it. to interior. That's a handy add-on. What can I train? What can I train? And then this one, missing trade skill list. So then it shows you, look, where you can learn them all. Ooh. I won't be able to get that right there, will I? Because that would have been good. To have had it in front of that. I suppose I could have it like there, couldn't I? Something. I'll do sort it there. Imagine if I died while trying to do it. I finished, not streaming, but recording. Went to make the thumbnail and died by something. I think there's a quest in Hullsbred for that. Don't know whether it's with the later games though, where you have to put bonfires alight. And that Horde gets some and the Alliance gets some, and you have to put the other people's ones on fire. Don't know. I never do the holiday quests ever. Never think the rewards are worth it. I got the volume on high. Yeah. Turn this up a bit. Escorting that, no chance. I'll do that one, but no chance am I doing that escorting one. Not yet. What do we get at level 12? Backstab. Won't use that. Kick and parry. Yeah, parry's handy, so it's kick. So that kick's not that handy in this zone. Apart from down the bottom. You've got the mages down the bottom from the Dalaran. That's the score one, we don't need that. It's the mad thing about this game, 27 minutes in, we've done one quest. Retail would have done one dungeon, several quests. Not that because you've done more, that makes it better, it's just a point. That's squeaking all of a sudden. I think we'll just do that quest as we're going. They must be leveling together. Two people have reached level 60, Nibbler and Balding. Sound like two dwarfs. Speaking of dwarfs, Lord of the Rings is finished. Sorry, Rings of Power. I enjoyed that series. Second one. The first one was a bit meh. Second one was good though. I hope in the third season they don't show the hobbits. I hope sooner they cut that storyline out the better. Personally, I don't think they should have involved hobbits at all. Should have just kept it to orcs, men, elves and dwarves. I suppose hobbits would have been alright if they actually had good characters maybe, but those two lasses were just irritating. I don't think Gandalf should have been in it either. I think he should have been, that wizard should have been one of the blue wizards, not Gandalf the Grey. But I think that's the only complaints I have about it really. Apart from that, I enjoyed it. You've been trick-or-treated. Was that the elite? No. Don't want him coming after us. He's around here somewhere. Ooh, someone did that up. Self-locked. Rest in peace, brother. Where do we set our hearth here? I don't know, because if I leave it at Brill, it's easier to get to... What's it called? To the other side, isn't it, with the Zeppelin? Delivery, supplying... Don't know whether we'll get all those quests done. Hello. What does that give him? 25% of level. Pretty good if you're a higher level then. I do that. Bushes in the way. Well, what if it's it from that side? No, and then you can't see the pumpkins, you moron. Or over there. Don't know why that made me laugh. Just that little face there. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. I was listening to that song the other day. I don't know why. I don't know. I can't even really remember that film. I think I used to watch it quite a bit as well as a kid. I found it fascinating, I think. Probably that concept of death again, which fascinates me. Go on then. Oh, trick or treat. Treat bag. Not much of a treat, that, is it? How do I take it off? Is it just a head item? Yeah. That one's a bit of an awkward quest to get up there. And that one, Dead Fields. Why can't I get it? It's under... Is it underneath? Just suits the aesthetic, doesn't it? Halloween for these two zones. But the pumpkins and the ghosts hanging aren't actually out of place. Like, this could be there all year round and it would suit it. No. Maybe do that once I finish recording. Take him to Undersea. Goodbye. I will if I know the next video is going to be in a different zone. If the next video is going to be in this zone, then I'll just leave him here. Can I skin those? Oh, nice one. I like killing stuff that we can skin. Because that's how we're going to get all our gear. Pretty much. Apart from the odd BOEs, but can't rely on that, can you? Why does that keep squeaking? I'm doing it at the start. I know I should maybe stealth up to these things, but stealth at low level seems to be terrible. They just see me anyway. And they've got really got out to use it on them, have I? It's not like I can go up to them and cheap shot them. That's a risky one to get to. Because of the casting. I don't know if the Headless Horseman comes and sets the towns alight in Classic Era. I can look the other versions where he comes down, you have to get buckets. and put all the fires out. I'm so tempted. I might make another character on Cataclysm Classic, you know. Just because then we've got like a mixture of all the things I like. We've got the faster pace. We're still leveling through the old zones. We've got this UI layout. Like the old school feel of it still. As much as people say it's close to retail, it's not. If you play retail and then go back and play the other versions, Cata is far closer to era than it is to retail. I haven't actually played it for... I think when Cata first came out I was smashing it. And then when none of my mates played, that's probably didn't deter me too much because I still play all these versions on my own, but I thought I'd give retail a go. Just because I could do stuff at endgame on my own. I thought, oh, it's alright, I can do rated shuffle and rated battlegrounds on my own, so it's alright. Whereas on Cata, you can't do all that stuff on your own. It turned out I didn't even do those things on my own in retail anyway. Just end up leveling characters, don't I? Let's get my health back, just in case I get attacked. Those potions don't do a great deal, do they? I was thinking the other day, I wonder if it'd be better if they kept the leveling experience slow like all the other expansions. So how long it takes to get to 1 to 60 is obviously ages. I wonder if they made it ages for Burning Crusade to get from 60 to 70, or if they made it a bit longer. Say if it was 20 levels, you had to get up to 30 levels in the expansion. So the journey was still massive, because the journey in all the expansions isn't a massive part of the game, whereas obviously in Era it's a huge part of it. They'd never be able to do that in retail now. Right, it takes what, probably an hour per level at max level. From like 70 to 80 maybe, and then to get from 1 to 70 it's probably 10 hours or less, and then yeah, from 70 to 80 another 10 hours. You can do it in less than a day's played. The whole 80 levels, whereas it used to be, what was the average time? I think it was 6 days played time to get to 60 in Era. So you're now basically doing 80 levels quicker than you used to be able to do 60. I would be interested to see how the game would do if they kept certain things the same. The expansion still went to all these new continents and things like that, but if they kept the slow pace of it, kept the UI like this, kept the graphics like this, would people prefer that or not? Well, the health's a bit low. Nearly ding. What's that? Bizarre name. Why the hell did I do that? He's doing it to me and I'm doing it to him. Another foreigner's reached max level. Is a foreigner as well. Is that Polish or Russian or something? Right. Go and get a couple of these hearts before we hurt. Got an extra 20 minutes to go. Well, not an extra, just 20 minutes. Be careful around here. I think they should make more of that little area as well. I've said that in other videos. There's one quest for that. Should be more. They should have in that barn there. Maybe like an elite one, or just the leader of them. And then you have to kill, say, 5 dark runners, 5 of those, and then the boss in there. And then set something in the middle on fire or something. I mean, it doesn't have to be complex, does it? That's one of the bad things for me for Classic Era, is the lack of quests. The leveling speed wouldn't feel as slow if you had more quests. Just reading the text. My mum asking if I'm coming around on Sunday. I can imagine I will do. Wasn't planning on it a few days ago. I didn't want to pass on the cold, but I'm hoping and going in the right direction. Worse at night when you're lying down and it all just gets on your chest. That was a bit close. Another 60, bloody hell. What are those apples? Not getting to 60 today, is that we're seeing now? 4 or 5? Time we on? 20 past 5. I suppose there might be some people back from school. Most people don't finish work till 5. Well, I think that's true. My finishing time today is 3:49 or something retarded. The way Royal Mail do finishing times is bizarre. But you can finish 20 minutes early if you don't have both breaks. So I actually finished at 3:30. Don't die with 20 minutes to go. Come on, Shep. If anyone's actually managed to carry on watching until this point, let me know if you think I should level a character in Kata. And if so, what character? It only takes them to have a couple of crits, doesn't it? I'm making this far too close, huh? Once I finish this, I'll upload it, get some burgers on the go, and then write a little bit in my diary. Funny, I've always wanted to write a book, but I can't structure it. I'll know where I want to start and where I want to end it, but just like the dialogue I struggle with, and just the in-between parts of like the nothingness. Like the general idea of the story and the plot I'd be able to do, but the other bits I've never been able to do that. Whereas if I'm writing a diary, I find it easy to get my thoughts out. If anything, I don't write anywhere near as much as what's going on in my head. I could pretty much write non-stop. I sort of limit what I put though. One, because I'd be sat there all day, and two, some things are best off kept in my head, either of what I'm thinking about or stuff I've done. Well, you don't know who's going to read it one day. I think it'd be good though just to look back on in years down the line on your thoughts or what you were thinking at certain periods throughout your life, and then also if you have a picture of whatever was going on at that time as well, hence why I bought that camera. So looking here, what's he got hanging up? Piggy, deer, another piggy. Hogs of War. That was a game that back in the day. That you can buy it on Steam, but I looked at it to see if it actually worked, and the reviews weren't good. I don't think the game actually works if you buy it, so I don't know why they're selling it. One game I'd love to play, well, two actually. I can't play either of them. Football Manager 2007 and The Sims 1. That was my favourite one. I love that version. You used to always buy like the house. It was on like the bottom left. It had like an open bit where you could go into the garden. I always remember I used to put like a bench press thing there, like a multi-gym that you could buy. So I'd go in there and I was sure it was in a swimming pool, so you could do that as well to get your stats up. Once I got to like a certain skills for all my stats, and I got to a certain high in a job, I'd leave that job, go to another one, get so high, leave it, because you'd get more money by the promotions, like the bonuses, than you would from your steady wage. The criminal one was quite good. Bollocks to that. I can't remember what job that was. Might have even been criminal. Was it called bank robber or something? You worked your way up. Wouldn't surprise me if one day they ended up remaking it. I haven't played Sims 4. I think there's just, like a lot of the games, it's just gone too much. Like the same with Football Manager. Football Manager 2007 had it perfect, and then just kept adding more and more and more stuff you had to deal with, to the point where you could be playing the game for an afternoon and only play a couple of games because it was just that much. Interviews before the match, interviews after the match, dealing with agents. It's just like, bloody hell, it's a game. Not meant to be a job. He misses a lot, doesn't he? What have we got? One under and a sword. What about one under and a sword? Both covers one under. A dagger and a sword, I meant. Yes. Ding. Ding-a-ling. I'm trying to just treat this more of an RPG than I am how I normally treat it in terms of rushing. Just play it, enjoy it, and that's it. Explore the zones. Instead of thinking I've got to get to the next level. We need him, don't we? Right, come back here. I think he attacks us, so I have to heal up. Level 13. There you go. Boom. We got anything we can eat? Got those apples. Apples! Try and get the buff back to 15 minutes. We cannot get attacked by anything here. Got an idea. To get our energy back up. Did it. We did it. Right, where does he go then? Is that the Undercity we take it to? Yeah, we've got that then. Still need 4 hearts. I mean, we've killed quite a few of those, and how have we not got hearts? That's, I find that daft. When you kill something that's got a heart, and yet it doesn't give you it. So, well, I know for a fact you've got one. Need that as well, don't we? You take up quite a lot, don't they? Can't even check the auction house, can I? For anything. We'll have to get those boots though. From there, from the support shed, the 5 agility ones. They'll be absolutely beauty for us. And then we've got... Shut it then so we can't see. We've got that to get. No, we needed coarse thread for that, so that's not too bad. Oh, we can get that soon. Oh, no, we can't get it. It's a BOE. The recipe's a BOE drop. It's not actually from a... thingy. Right, what's at 40 then? Leather vest. What do we need for that? This is from Undercity though. Right, let's see if we can get 5 of these up. And then we'll be able to get that at 40. What else? Got a hide bag. I've already got 6 slots. This is what I mean with something that's a bit pointless. Like, you're going to already have bags by the time you get to having that up. More than likely. Professions are weird in the era. It's literally like the perfect for hardcore, but if you play the game normally, half the items you're just never going to use because you're going to have better stuff. Oh, I need to kill those, don't we? Eyes keep flickering because the group chat that I'm in, they keep chatting. Probably nonsense knowing them that. Anytime I see someone link me an Instagram video, I just shake my head and think I'm not watching it. If it's someone who never sends me one, I'll watch it. I think, oh, this might be interesting. But if someone sends me stuff and it's all the time, I think I'm not watching that because it's going to be shite. Even though it might be 10 seconds of my time, that's 10 seconds I ain't getting back. I've only got 100 pages of my book to read. Never Die. It's been alright. Not amazing, it's just not a bad book. It's only like 276 pages. So it's quite quick paced, which you'd expect from a book that's not big. It has to be, doesn't it? And then it's on to... oh, what's it called? I was going to say Let Them Live, but I don't think that's right. About this girl who's got cancer, and then she wakes in the night and this woman offers to send her into the book she's reading So she goes through the hospital doors and then she wakes up in the book that she's been reading, which is sort of like a fairy tale type book, and she's this evil, is it princess? Or this evil woman who's about to get executed. That's the night before she was probably getting executed in the book. Been alright so far, that as well. I literally bought it just because Jay Christoph said it was good. I was looking through different books while I was in the bookstore. I was like, I can't decide. And I saw that he'd reviewed it, so I thought, right, I love his books. So if he enjoys it, there's a chance I might. I'll take this up there. I don't know why I've got that hair. Miss Perry Dodge. Interesting name. I think we'll leave this character here. Things like that quest's going to be tricky. That's the safer option. Right. I'll tell you what. Once I've finished, before the next video, I'll take this character to there. I'll go to Ogrimmar, I'll get the flight path, and then I'll walk the character down to there in the next video, and then we'll start it from there, I think. And then maybe come back here after, I'm not too sure. But that'll be the weekend's plans, I think. I'll end that there, and then I'll go about my business. Good day.